All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless me here again, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you and just like me. All right, before I get going, something kind of off the beaten track here. This is Dave Osty, Dirty Dave Osty, not Harmless Dave Osty, Dirty Dave. And this album here, the CD was falling out. It's called The Retro Sonic Blues Train. So, if you like traditional old school blues rock, this is the guy to listen to, courtesy of Grooveyard Records. Definitely not in the mainstream, but certainly a really great record label and some real kick in 70s sounding blues rock by a really cool artist. Speaking of a really cool artist, sorry, it's a bad segue. Um, Ringo Starr has canceled yet another tour. And, here's where I'm coming from, folks. So, all these people 2 years ago, all the hand wringing, all of the cancellations, all of the fear, all of the QR codes, all of let's make sure you go to Walgreens. You should have gone now 3 or 4 times, according to the experts, right? And of course, all kinds of new information has come out that you can't talk about because if you do, you're going to get in trouble. You're probably going to get blocked or banned or canceled, right? Well, speaking of canceling, yeah, they keep canceling shows. Ringo Starr has been forced to cancel his remaining tour dates after contracting the thing for a second time. I'm sure you'll be as surprised as I was that I tested again for the thing, the rocker explained via social media. Now, show of hands out there, how many people think that Ringo went out and did the thing, the other thing, where you go to Walgreens, CVS, and you got your QR code and you show it to everybody and they go, wow, you're such a great person. You are better than most people. And then you share it on social media and let everybody else know that you did it. So again, you can show more virtue, more concern for your fellow citizens. Again, even though there's alarming data that's out there now, it's alarming. Can't tell you what that data is. Maybe I can direct you somewhere. Maybe I can put something in the description of this video where you can actually watch something that you won't be able to watch on this particular platform. In any event, he was surprised. And this is always the refrain. Gee, I'm surprised. Well, at least Ringo isn't going to the hospital, right? Doesn't say that he's going to the hospital, doesn't say he's very ill or anything like that. It says, even before the latest cancellations, the thing has wreaked havoc on Starr's 2022 tour. Notice the language here. It wreaked havoc. It wreaked havoc. How did it wreak havoc? Is everybody above ground still? It's a tour, right? And here's what used to happen. I'm going to take a few days off to recover. That's what people typically do. Not feeling well. Now, first of all, the test. Why are we still going through with this? Why are we doing that? Because it alerts all of the media and the entire planet, for that matter, that Ringo has the thing. Remember when your own personal medical stuff was private? Well, you have to share this so other people are aware of it so they don't also come down with the thing. Really? Has any of this, excuse me again, has any of this prevented that from happening? No. So again, what's the big deal? Why do we have to have a formal declaration of what this is anymore? That should be over with. I know in certain states they're not counting anymore. And why should you count? But here we are counting, and then we're going to go full media, right? We're going to go all over the rock media to alarm everybody, to make everybody think this is the end of the world. And again, it's wreaked havoc. How about it's caused some postponements? And these guys, you think they recover, right? It looks like, hey, Steve Lukather and Edgar Winter, they're okay, they're back. But You never hear about recoveries, right? And you don't know anyone's status anymore. No one's going to, especially in an article like this, they're not going to tell you that Ringo did the thing how many times, right? Maybe he didn't. And if he didn't, I'd be shocked if they didn't figure that out and then say, the unthinged Ringo Starr, this is what happens when you don't do the protocol, tested positive yet again. Earlier this month, the drummer, right? Earlier this month, he had also been flagged as having the thing. I'm just trying to, again, delicately tiptoe around this. I know they're allowing more stuff, especially over on Facebook. Yeah. But, I post stuff over there sometimes, and it's kind of interesting to see the lack of response compared to like 2 or 3 months ago, because there's an avalanche of new information out there. And what is shocking is that humanity would rather cover certain things up so certain people don't look bad. That's what this is all about, right? And continue on with this mindless, okay, we're going to cancel our tour. They're going to cancel the entire tour. If you're going to go see Ringo and the All-Star Band, it has been canceled. How about we give Ringo some time to feel better? But what's going to happen is he's going to feel better for a little while, and then they're going to do another test. We don't know how ill he is. Does he have any symptoms? We don't know that. They're not stating. They just say he's got the thing. Remember when this started and people didn't know they had the thing, and then they took a test and they found out they had it? That's kind of weird that you don't know you're sick, right? I didn't know, but now I know, and now I'm panicked, and now I'm going to just shelter in place for, I don't know, a year or two, and then I'll come out of my house and everything will be great, because I did what I was supposed to do. Oh, and then I got it again, even though I did what they told me to do. See, this is the complete mindlessness of this entire thing. And it just continues. So obviously, we wish Ringo Starr a speedy recovery. I don't know if he has any specific issues, but because he's now been tested and declared a leper, then he has to not go out, and this tour has to stop. So it's weird. It's happening still, folks. I know people are like, yeah, I'm over this. I'm done with this. I'm back out doing what I normally do. In some places, it hasn't gotten back to normal. And the Stockholm syndrome, even in my own state, which is supposedly the free state of Florida, people by themselves, still in the car, still walking around outside, and they're still wearing their ceremonial garb, which makes them, have solidarity, right? I've heard this in the media. It's a sign of solidarity with the cause. Well, what's the cause? To make everybody not see your face? To make everybody alienate from each other? I don't know what the cause is anymore. I mean, at some point, humanity has to successfully move on. And stories like this continue to stoke the fear and almost our stereotypes of something that just needs to stop. The fear needs to stop. People need to be able to go and function again and do the things they love to do, whether that's going to a concert, going to a football game, whatever it is. You need to feel like, hey, I'm not afraid anymore, and I will take my chances based on what's going on. I mean, is this a lethal infection that Ringo has? Is this the end? Well, they're not saying so, but they're certainly planting that thought, like, oh my, he's got it again. Well, that means this is it for Ringo. It was a nice run. 82 years old. By the way, the guy looks like he's 52. Eats his broccoli every day, and so I'm sure he's got lots of vitamins and minerals in him, which might be helpful. Although there's no evidence that eating a good diet and living a clean lifestyle can affect you in any way. That's what we were told 2 years ago. You can't say this stuff because, again, until you do the thing, none of that other clean living stuff really matters because it won't protect you from anything. You have to follow the guidelines, follow the protocols, and then you'll be right up there with all the other virtue signalers on the planet. Even though right at this point, I think everybody is wearing a bit of egg on their face. That used to be an expression, not anymore, I guess, because there is no such thing as shame. Um, Here is Dirty Dave Osty. I know I'm just wrapping up here. I gotta get out of this because I could ramble on about the lunacy of what's still happening out there. This is a great album. Again, check it out when you have a chance. The Retro Sonic Blues Train. Um, Hopefully, everybody who rides that train went to CVS, right? Because otherwise, that train might just run right off the tracks.